My name is Macy Meese, and I will be interviewing for the position of third grade teacher at Southside Christian Academy. I sometimes think it's a little boastful to comment on my greatest strength, but I also see how it can be a helpful exercise for me just to remember some gifts and abilities that I have to offer the world and your school in particular. So with that, I think my greatest strength is my ability and my desire to help people. I have many examples of how this has been true in my life. I am a music teacher at Southside Christian Academy at your school every Wednesday, and I really enjoyed that experience. I also work at Camp of Champions USA, which is a Christian summer day camp for kids. We serve kids who are in kindergarten through 6th grade, and also just helping and teaching my friends who have trouble with their homework. I think in all of these situations, I've just loved the opportunity to help people and just to teach people things that they didn't know before, or make some things more clear that they didn't understand as well before. So for example, at Southside Christian Academy, when teaching music, I love watching the students' faces light up when they understand that a whole note is 4 beats, or when they just realize the difference in the sound between a violin or a cello. Just all of those little things are just really exciting and fun for me, because I can realize that I've had a part in their learning. And at Camp of Champions, when a camper would come up to me and ask me a question after the Bible story, I would love being able to explain to them more and just help them to understand more fully what they were trying to understand. I also, just with my friends, when they come to ask me about homework, I am just amazed that by words that I say, or by how slowly, or just by how I explain things, they can come from not understanding a homework problem to understanding it and being able to be successful. So I just love that. And so I think what I've learned from all this is that I am good at helping people, and that people respond well when I teach them. I think that I can teach in a way that makes people feel valued and loved, and I think that because of that, it's often effective, and people often learn what they need to learn. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes I need to, rephrase or explain more, but in general, I think that being able to make people feel valued and loved while teaching them is a gift that I have, and one that I'm excited to hopefully use in the future. While I do have a primary strength that I appreciate, I also have a primary weakness that is a constant battle. My biggest weakness is my perfectionistic and slow tendencies that tend to make me inefficient. And this has been seen all throughout my school years, when my friends would often finish their homework assignments in about a half an hour that would take me maybe an hour or 2 to do. And this has always been frustrating for me, because I feel like I often waste time in just being too nitpicky. And so a strategy that I've come up to cope with this is time boxing. I'll just set up aside a certain amount of time to do something, and then once that time is up, I take a break, and then when I come back, I can be more efficient than I would have been if I had just kept on plowing through and slowed down quite a bit in that process. So time boxing has been helpful for me, and what I have learned from this is that I will always struggle with these slower perfectionistic tendencies, but that through implementing some strategies like time boxing, I can get better over time, and at least improve in this area of weakness that I have. There are many reasons that I'm interested in working at Southside Christian Academy. I'm interested in being involved in your organization because I want to help underprivileged students. I also appreciate and believe in the Christian values and beliefs that are taught here, and I love the family atmosphere among the students and the families of the students and the teachers. I think it's really important. So working as a music teacher here, I have seen firsthand how the loving atmosphere has been beneficial to the students' health and their education, how the Christian values that are taught here, they're not only taught, but they are also lived, and that the families have really felt supported and loved by the school because of that family atmosphere. And so this instrument interests me in working and being a part and involved in your organization, because I believe that this is how an effective school should be run. I believe that if kids are not receiving love at home or at school, that they're not going to learn. And as a school, we cannot guarantee or control whether or not they're receiving love at home, but we can control whether or not they feel loved at school. And so by showing them love at school, we're helping them to learn and also just to realize their true worth. And so I feel that sharing the love of Jesus and having a family atmosphere will truly make a difference in the lives of students and families. And I'm excited to possibly be a part of that mission. And so I have learned from being a volunteer here that life is too short to do something that I'm not passionate about. And I don't think I could have a job that I didn't believe made a difference. And I know that I would be helping to make a difference if I had the pleasure of working at your school. So thank you for this opportunity to meet with you.